Hey, this is Shannon Mangan with the Mangan team in Austin, Texas. If you were wondering whether or not it's a good time to buy or sell in the Austin area, I am going to break down the latest stats from the Austin Board of Realtors, and then you can use that data to help you decide if it's the right time to make a move. We're going to talk about whether or not prices are going up or down, how long houses are going to take to sell, and what kind of deals our clients are getting right now. So let's start with prices. The latest stats show that the median sales price for homes in Travis County in the month of April was $520,000, which is about 2.8% lower than where it was last year. And you can see that if you look at this graph going month over month. So our prices went up as they usually do the first part of the spring, but this month in April, it actually went down a little bit from the previous month. I wouldn't say that's a horrible red flag or anything, like our home values are going way down. There were some weird things in the market with all the tariffs, some uncertainty with stocks and stuff that kind of put people on pause for a little bit. I still think we're going to see kind of the normal trend of prices going up and then tapering down as we get the May, June, July stats. I always like to show people the big picture, especially if you are someone that's new to the Austin area and you don't really know what's happened in our market. The news media tells us all kinds of crazy things. So I'm going to actually show you the numbers that I've graphed every month since right before the pandemic. So looking at this graph at the beginning of 2020, our median sales price was about $350,000. Our prices went through the roof. We were the hottest city in America for a couple years in a row. We hit the peak of the market in May of 2022, about $650,000 median sales price. And then we had a market correction that year when interest rates doubled. So since then, our prices have stabilized really for the last 3 years. So they fell about 20% from the peak of the market. And then you can just see that each of those years, 2023, 24, and now 2025, we're following the same seasonal patterns with prices going up a little in the spring, dipping in the fall, winter. But otherwise, you can kind of tell it just makes a straight line across the board where our prices really have just been kind of stable. Now, the biggest difference that's making an impact this year is the amount of inventory we have. So our amount of listings is actually up 20% from the previous year. So we're about 6 months of inventory, which is a balanced market. But out in the suburb areas where we really do most of our work, there's tons of new construction homes. So that's making it even more challenging. There's probably 8 to 10 months of inventory in some cases. Every neighborhood's a little different. So what that means is that if nobody listed a house, that's how long it would take to sell off all the existing inventory. So homes are definitely sitting a little bit longer, about 69 days on average. So if you're looking at a home and you're going, why has it been sitting for 2 months? That's average. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with the house. It's just we have more listings right now than we do buyers. And so homes are just taking a little bit longer to sell. Most of the homes, majority in fact, have to do at least one price cut. And there's many homes in which cases they do multiple price cuts in order to make that house stand out and be more attractive to buyers. So if you are buying right now, you have got tons of choices. Our latest clients have just been shocked at how many awesome choices they have. In some cases, they have like 25 houses to pick from. And so we're really getting to be picky and, okay, I don't like this color. I don't like this. I don't like that. And so we're kind of even weeding it down because sometimes they're like, I don't even have time. I don't want to see that many houses. Let's just pick out our top 8 or so. And we've been able to get people under contract, one person a week, honestly, in the last month. And they are just so excited about how many opportunities they're seeing. And their negotiating power is really great, especially when it comes to new construction. Builders are ready to wheel and deal right now. They are lowering the prices, they're covering closing costs, and they're offering low fixed rates. So a lot of our clients this year have got homes with a fixed 4.99% interest rate. And last week, we actually got someone with a 4.5% interest rate. This is not a temporary buy down. This is a fixed 30-year rate, which is unbelievable. So if you're also thinking, I'm going to wait for rates to come down, you don't need to. We can get you really low rates if you're willing to shop new construction. If you're looking at the resale market, the stats show that most homes are selling on average for about 5% below the list price. Now, keep in mind, some of those homes have already had price reductions and then they're selling for about 5% below. So there's still some wiggle room in there. Now, if you're selling a home, because a lot of our clients already own a home and then they're selling and upsizing or getting into the next space, don't panic. If you have owned your home a really long time over the years, like I said, prior to 2020, you still have a ton of equity in your home, but this is not the market at all to see, I wonder if we could get this price. My answer is you're not going to get it. Okay, this is not the time to test out and see if you can get a high price. Your home needs to really stand out. You probably, in most cases, might have 10 to 20 houses, again, if you're in one of those new construction communities that buyers are looking at. So don't think you're the only house. Unless your house really stands out, it has a unique feature or some beautiful swimming pool and amazing view, those homes can sell a little bit more if it's a one-of-a-kind home. But if you're in a master plan community and there's tons of options, you really need to price your home strategically and just make sure that you have an agent that does fabulous marketing to get it more exposure. So whether you're ready just to buy your next home or sell and buy your next one, this market rewards preparation and local insight, and that's where our team comes into play. We can definitely help you sort through your situation, talk about your specific home and neighborhood, and what the market means for you right now. So feel free to drop a comment or question below, and definitely reach out if you want to talk more one-on-one.